Are you ready? Shout out to everyone in the comments. Let me see who's in the comments. Okay. You can start. Shout out to everyone in the comments. So basically, today, to be really honest, I just want us to vibe. I just want us to just vibe. We just have conversations. It's not always about. It's not always that serious. Whereby it's always this or that. We can have an easy time. Kuku gani hiyo iko na tabia mbaya ya kupea wale wengine discipline? Kuna kuku iko hapa. Let me see which chicken is that is fighting. Oh, nimeona. Okay. Nimeona ni jogoo gani. Okay. So you have made it a point to fight the other joggers. When you jogoo kuliko wengine. Not to worry. Niko na sandpaper. Where's my sandpaper? I'm going to sandpaper that big. My sandpaper should be somewhere here. Yeah? Niko hapa. I'm going to sandpaper that big. Niko na sandpaper kwa nyumba mahali. Hawezi kuwa ati anapiga kuku wengine hivyo. Yes, love. Oh, Scooby, but niko live ama nikuje tu?
Uko live?
Niko a short live. It's not going to be long. Sini sawa tu si uniweke. Ni just 10 minutes. Hiyo jogoo, acha nichukue sandpaper right now. Nichukue sandpaper right now. Kuna jogoo iko hapo inajifanya. Watu wengine hawezi. Sasa kuku zingine hazitakula. So this is what we are going to use on that cock's nini naitwa aje, hii ya mdomo mukanye unaipiganga sandpaper inakuwa sensitive ikagia thidi agatigana na ari agatiga kuhura guku iringi igeto na msingi this cheka hapa tutamtengeneza na nyinyi apate adabu. Hizi kuwa anapiga kuku wengine wote. Kwani yeye ni nani? What kind of a cock does he think he is? And now they are actually fighting huko ndani. Unasikia? Jumonya anapigwa hata yeye amesema apigiki. Or we place a bet. Tutoe jogoo wawili wapigane tuwekelee pesa. Tuone mgani atashinda. And then we see if you are going to make money or lose money, eh? Anyway, actually that's a good lesson. Let's learn from the jogoos. Nilikuwa nimesema we are just going to vibe, but let me move my table right here because I've had my breakfast is about to come and join me. So let me change the sunglasses, eh? Nivae zingine. You stay there. Hiyo jogoo tunaenda kuidiscipline. Acha ipigane for now. let it enjoy its discipline for now. So now, based on what is happening, hiyo jogoo inapiga jogoo zingine, that will be what is going to set the pace for our conversation. The experiences and the action that you show in the external world reflect nothing but your internal world that you constructed. AKA, hiyo jogoo venye inapigana, it's nothing but a reflection of its inner world. So each time every time you revisit a specific mental space, because we do a lot of revisiting, this is why we talk about memory. Okay? Every time you revisit your memory, which is a specific mental state, aka at one point you are angry, at one point you are sad, at one point you are depressed, at one point you are broke, na kitu kama hiyo. So you are returning to a world that was formed from your memory. Okay? This world was formed from your memory. Sawa sawa. Shoto to Munjiro. So now, your personal space now, the space that you have, wewe, that personal space exists independently out of your mind. So you are not your mind. Okay? You are not your mind. However, you use your mind, your brain, you use your mind to not to see, because you receive, when you are seeing, you are receiving, you are perceiving, but your mind is your spiritual eye. Your mind is your visions, how you visualize things, how you move. So your personal space, you as an individual, you exist independently of your mind. You use your mind. Your mind is not you. That is why you say, I am changing my mind. I am changing my mind. Why didn't you come for the date? I changed my mind. So you change your mind. Your mindset. So your mind is not you. It has got nothing to do with you. You exist independent of your mind. Your mind is something you jump into to experience. Your mind is like a chakra. Okay? And how do you know that you no longer think the same way you did 5 years ago? So, think about it like this. The way you used to think about when you were a child, when you were 5 or 6 years old, vitu kama hizo, okay? You don't think like that anymore. AKA, leo huwezi rugania, huwezi niambia ati Jenga, niko na chapo hapa nimekutengenezea nikuje unipe matope na kasahani nijifanye na kula. You see, your mind has already evolved from that. So you no longer think the same way you did 5 years ago. So that is outdated. Those are outdated thoughts. Those are outdated feelings. Cha baba na cha mama, that was when you were young. Now you're a grown woman. You're getting your own dick or pussy, whatever it means. Okay? So your thoughts, your perceptions, they evolve. That's how you shed. That's how you move away from that. So your spirit, the one that uses the mind, aka I'm changing my mind. So your spirit moves in cycles, not circles. The world is a circle, not cycles. The world is a cycle. Cycles, as in shout out to Richie Spice. So you are constantly shedding. You are constantly evolving. Just like a snake sheds its own skin. So your thoughts and feelings are like shedding layers of skin. Shout out to the snake here that will be here next year, March. Okay, we are still in Capricorn. We are about to go into Aquarius, or the 11th house, or the 11th month of the year. Okay, so if you fail to release what no longer serves you, that is why I keep telling you, shed the old. We are in a new world. Okay, if you are late to shed that, if you are constantly living the things that you used to do. So if you're not shedding, so if you're not leaving your thoughts and feelings behind that never serve you today, those who are to serve you in that time. So if you're no longer releasing those things that no longer serve you, those patterns, those friends, because they no longer serve you. So what you're doing is that you are carrying too much baggage. I remember the last time I was telling you that my high school people, the people we went to high school too, they created a WhatsApp group, an alumni WhatsApp group, and they put me in the group, and I never said anything, so I just kept quiet in the group. So one day they hit me up and they said, sasa wewe uko kwa group, auongeangi, hata ukujangi mikutano and everything. I was like, no. I don't want to be in any of your WhatsApp groups. We went to school together. That doesn't mean we are friends. We went to school together. That doesn't mean that we relate in any way, shape, or form. You enjoyed your high school. I never enjoyed my high school. Okay? I never enjoyed my high school. I don't even have memories of my high school. I can't even remember the people in my classroom. That is how bad I didn't even like being in my high school. I was going through a very traumatic moment from home. So I can only remember like 5 or 6 maximum school classmates, to the point naweza kutana na classmate wangu na nikose kumkumbuka because I never paid attention. So when they put him in that WhatsApp group, I told them, I love you all, I really care about you, but I can't fuck with you. We don't relate in any way, shape, and form. And to make you understand that we don't relate in any way, shape, or form, kwa hii group kuna pastor. Mimi hatuwezi sikizana na pastor. Pastor tu huyu ni mtu hata ajui Kenya anasema. So already you can see we don't relate. Now, all of you in this WhatsApp group, hakuna mtu hata moja hapa ako kwa group yangu. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm creating, none of you have ever come to my soul group. None of you have ever been on my YouTube or subscribed. So you see, we don't relate. You only think we relate kwa sababu mmeniweka kwa group. So I'm sorry, I cannot. Because that no longer serves me. And I'm begging to leave the space. And I left the WhatsApp group. So I released what no longer served me. There are friends that you carry. You no longer need them. Nikupe mai utakula? Nikiwagira. Sasa niwasikianga, do not cast pearls to swine. Sasa ataka kukula earrings, ona kuku. Ataka kukula earrings, ona beads. Sasa ataka kumeza earrings za Monjiro. Do not cast pearls to swine. Wataka nini? Na usikuje kulizumbua. Nakula mayai yenye ulitaka. Sasa wamejua niko hapa, watakuja wote. Stop eating beads. He wants to have my breakfast. Smile, you're on camera. You are famous. Uko kwa TikTok. Uko kwa TikTok. Sasa endi apande pande juu. Naughty. Because you know the usual hammock pale. Wanapandanga kwa hammock na nilitoa. Niliona wamezoea wakiniona nimelala kwa hammock wanapanda kwa hammock. So nikaitoa, nikaiosha. Sasa nataka kupanda pale juu. Very sneaky chicken. Back to the live. So when you don't shed the baggage, when you don't shed that no longer serves you. Kama saizi, as I gave you an example, siona amepanda. Huyo ameenda. See, like I was giving you an example. If I had continued being in that WhatsApp group, that was no longer serving me. And then this is the other thing. Your WhatsApp group, every time wakitengeneza meetup, ilikuwa ni meetup, sasa ati wanaenda Jojen, Dagoretti Corner, tukutane hapo tukule nyama, tukicatch up. Mimi Jojen, I used to go to Jojen Butchery. Jojen, Kevin, the son of Jojen Butchery, is a personal friend of mine. So, Jojen, nilikuwa naenda kukula Jojen 10 years ago. Not even 10 years ago, more than. When I used to drive a cab, junction cabs, Nakuma Junction, huko Dagoretti Corner. So Jojen, so for me, meat is not something that, for me, kukula nyama is not an accomplishment. You get what I'm saying? So hiyo WhatsApp group wanataka tu tukutane tukule nyama. Like for them kukula nyama is an achievement, nyama choma. For me, I can afford, that's not a big deal. You get what I'm saying? So when you shed the things that no longer serve you, you shed a lot of baggage that you have been carrying around. And when you're carrying too much baggage, all that baggage blocks your spiritual progress. Okay? And how does this manifest? Externally. So this manifests externally as you limiting your opportunities. Because remember the time that you are meeting those people who no longer serve you, those WhatsApp groups that no longer serve you, that is time that you can be meeting other people. Okay? So you are misaligning yourself with the wrong crowd. With the wrong crowd. So you are moving around and you are burdened by these weights. Okay? So you have this weight on yourself. Groups, relationships, situationships that no longer serve you, but bado umezibebanisha. Okay? So when you are reacting now to other things that need your attention, the things that now you need to be facing wewe in the real life, you face them, but now you are very limited. You are reacting to situations from a very limited or from a very small-minded perspective, because the time that you are supposed to be expanding your minds with other things, other relations, other people, you are using all that time because you are limited by the baggage that you are carrying from all these other things that you felt or thought that you were supposed to be in. Okay? So you have this small-minded perspective about everything because you are shaped by what you can call the society, the societal conditioning. Okay? Is what is shaping you. Oh, because we went to school together, we have to be in this group. Oh, because we did this, we have to be. No. You don't have to. Or maybe you are tied down by your past experiences. Okay? Now, in a spiritual sense, because this is not your normal channel, okay? In a spiritual sense, shedding these layers is like prayer, how you pray, but not in a traditional, dogmatic way, the way you are taught in religion, but in the esoteric sense of aligning with your higher self. So this is things that the indigenous people knew about. So the Africans, the Kikuyus, the people, they knew how to pray. So they view prayers as connecting with the essence of life, or what you can call nature. That is why they would go to the mountains and ask for rain. Okay? So in short, what is the best word to use? Some of these that have no language. Because for you, it's superstition. You see, you have so many words that if I tell you how this is supposed to be done, someone is superstition. But see, superstition. So, for example, the mountain is, first of all, before we talk even about the mountain, it starts with the letter M. Okay? Anything that starts with the letter M, when you know about how words are constructed, letters na vitu kama hizo will be, look at all the words that have the letter M. Mighty, most, okay? Even if you bring them into your language, hata ukiweka Kiswahili ni mulima, you get what I'm saying? Mugongo inaweza beba kitu. So M carries a lot of weight because it is two V's inverted. But we are not talking about that. So they would go to the mountains, bring a goat, and I also have to mention this. When we talk about sacrifice, here nikio twaragĩrwo mbũri ya meiga, tukaria ũhoro wa goima, that you have raised the sheep secluded from the others. So it is your favorite animal. You feed it. You do everything to that goat. Like they do, you see the Arabs, how they keep their goats, they wash them, they sleep with them in the house na kitu kama hiyo. So even when it comes to sacrifice, hizi sacrifice umekuwa nazo huku Kikuyuni, hizo ni nonsense. Because you cannot give sacrifice something you don't love. Because what you are sacrificing, you are giving up. You are giving up a part of yourself. So ukitoa hiyo mbuzi ati ni sacrifice, that mbuzi has to come. You have to feel like you are losing a part of yourself. That is where I even talk about animal husbandry. So hizi mbuzi mnaenda mnatumana na huku na Naivasha zinakuja na pikipiki atende borie gogona yako. Hiyo ni nonsense. Hiyo ni shenanigans. Hiyo ni drama. Hiyo ni mchezo wa town. Okay? So look at it like this. You are praying on the esoteric. For example, umetoa hiyo nyumba, hiyo mbuzi. So it's a symbolic act where you are facing and learning from your challenges. You get where I'm going with this? So if whatever you are doing, like for example, sema umewekwa kwa group and hiyo group umeamka umesema natoka kwa hii group. If you don't feel a sense of loss or any sense of like hiyo ilikuwa ni kitu ya maana sana, then you did the right thing. Kwa sababu hata hukuwa connected to that thing. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Haba na Haba. I think I have new people watching. I think this is the algorithm of TikTok. Right now I have very new people watching. Tikuku imeingia live mbele yangu. Hey, ingia live tutakuwa tunakuja. Start your live. Come to the live. Imagine kuku inaingia live mbele yako. Kuku kapanda baiskeli. Ama ile ya Rice Moi. So let's vibe now. Let's vibe. Tuko Gemini yawa. Pumpkin is growing. And your name is already Buttercup. I love that. Buttercup. Butternut soup. Oh, Buttercup, not butternut. Pumpkin is growing. Which pumpkin? Pum Pum Pumpkin. I'm looking at your comments before niendelee. You may realize the people in the live are not my usual people. I have a lot of new people in my life. So, let me see who this is. Let me screenshot that and find out what that is all about. So don't feel like you should be carrying these burdens on yourself just because you want to belong. Sawa. I just received a message ndio umeona nimekufanya nini. Nijitoa kwa group. You can check the meaning of Terra Nova kwa Google. You can go and check the meaning of Terra Nova on Google. You can Google Terra Nova meaning, whatever it means na vitu kama hizo. As to why I have used it, it's really none of your business. Because I can also ask you, Kelvin Moreidi, 718. Why have you used 718? Where tu ndi unajua? We didn't get notification to the Mimi. Oh, okay. So, Kevin Moreidi, you can Google Terra Nova. Okay. I go through many shifts also with the weather, with the system. So, as I go through the shift, I change the energies of my name to align with the shifts. Sawa. I hope that answers you. As to me, vitu zingine mingi hizo wachana nazo. The devil is in the details. Once you start going to the details, you encounter the devil, you encounter things you are not supposed to be encountering. Wanasemanga the devil is in the details. Observe, do not absorb. Sawa. Though ukitaka tuende deeper, we can go deeper. You want us to go deeper, we can go deeper. Now, let me take you a little bit deeper. The sky, we see transitions in the sky. Every day we look up, you see transitions in the sky. Unaona ndio hiyo mawingu imetoka, ndio hiyo mawingu imeanguka. Unaangalia juu, unaona ndio hiyo jua imeenda through the 7 houses, imeanguka. Haya. That is what you call the eagle's eye. Okay? The birds, or what you call in Kikuyu, Deli Sierra. Now, when you come to the ground, you see the same transition in the sky, but in the ground, it's happening slower. AKA, these plants, okay, for example, this, you see this plant iko hapa hii plant imemea kwa birika, juzi kalikuwa kamefika pale juu. Sasa kamefika juu, kameinama, kanaendelea. However, that takes time. That is very slow down. How these plants grow is very slowed down. So they are still going through a transition, but it is very slowed down. Sasa, hiyo nimekuambia kwanza ya juu unaonanga kila siku. Unaona jua ndio hiyo imeenda. Mawingu ndio hiyo imekuja, kumeshikana, kunataka kunyesha, kumenyesha, imeenda. So that is very fast. That is as swift as an eagle. Kuja kwa ground, things take time. Things progress slowly. For example, ukiona mzee Kobe, guru, mzee Kobe, anatembeanga polepole sana. So mzee Kobe ndiye representation the movement of the sky physically on the ground ni mzee Kobe ama tortoise. So tortoise is to ground, the eagle is to the sky. Now those two things are the same. The sky's transition and the transitions on the ground are the same. Terra firma. So what do I mean? So when you go to the Kikuyus, ulikuwa unasikia wakisema atenemogiro guru gukira vara mbere yaku. I remember when I was taking my oihoa twarina kwame, guru ikigera mbere ya ngari, I was driving, gira kwame, hey taine guru akijira ye kweno mbere akije rugamia ngari, so I braked hard. Ngimuria niki akije tweterere guru ile kire vara. So we waited for the tortoise to cross the road and move. He didn't even explain it deeper. So sasa ndio nakuexplainia. Gadhoni you lose the subscription benefits soon. Honestly, you lose their subscription benefits soon. Shout out to Alexia Shade, they are the moon. Shout out to Juanita. Nigawie Kenya moja. Unaweza chukua Kenya ukitaka zimejaa huku, just come and get them if you want. I grow them. They just grow. Okay, they just grow. Hata nisijapanda nitapanda zingine. So tumesema kwa sky ni the eagle. How nikunitangu as swift as an eagle. How the eagle moves and is the sky represents how you can create a time lapse and see the clouds move. Kwa ground tukasema ni tortoise. So the esoteric meaning of why it is unfortunate to keep guru waku ni todo guru represents the ground you are on where transitions take longer. Nikiugwa makiuga ati guru ikoragwo associated na thina ati wagĩa guru waku tortoise ni gũkũgĩa thina. I just wanted to give you a peek into the esoteric meaning of that. Okay? And this is to answer Mureithi mwenye ananiuliza ati kwa nini nibadilisha jina yangu ikakuwa Terra Nova. We in a new world. Okay? So even my name, when it comes to social media, because I'm not even attached to the social media, I can change the name to align with what get where I'm going with this. Mr. Thank you invites you to co-host. Mnasikia kuruhusu mtu tuende tuka-host ama tuachane na yeye? Tuachane na yeye. Achana na yeye. So that's it. Do have a beautiful Tuesday. Parenting Tuesday. Each one teach one. I'll catch up with you next. The reason I'm leaving is because nikikuja hapa niseme leo ni siku ya kuvibe. Nilianza hii live nikasema leo ni siku ya kuvibe. I'm here to just vibe. I don't want to teach or any other. I just want to vibe, you know, open my throat chakra. Okay? Hii inasema nini? Kama inaweza focus. Inasema speak. It's just an ear. Which money plant? This one. This one is I think 3 years. Yeah. That will be 3 years. There's another one. There's another one pale kwa kona. I have big ones. Kuna zingine kubwa sana ziko nje zimeenda around. This one is 1 year old. This one. That's 1 year old. However, it's 1 year old where ukicalculate ama si tukicalculate, but in its own years it's more than. We did a video on that. We did a video on correcting your rings and how scientists are wrong. Wakisema ati ukiangalia mtu uone iko na 1 ring, that means that tree is 1 year old. That's not how it's calculated. Scientists don't even know what they are talking about. Okay, scientists are not. Usikiangalia scientists umtambue. Scientists ni mtu kama wewe. Hakuna kitu amekushinda nayo. The only kitu amekushinda nayo ni funding. Amepewa pesa ya kuexperiment. Anachukua money plant, anaichemusha, anaona itakaa masaa ngapi kabla ikufe. Anatupa hiyo. Ananunua money plant ingine, anaiweka kwa magnesium, anaistudy, anatupa hiyo. A scientist si mtu mjanja kukuliko. It's created. There's no one who's brighter than you. Okay? Ujuange hivyo. Sianze oh my god, Elon Musk. Hakuna kitu Elon Musk anajua. Elon Musk just got money to experiment and create rockets zinashinda zikiban. If you had the same amount of money, you'd be like him, because you'd have children or what you call engineers, people you can pay to experiment every day, to create stuff every day. That is what it means. Ni sasa. Do have a beautiful day. Hope doesn't work. Okay, when you say mine is just a few months old, hope it grows to go around the house. Hope, on the opposite side of hope is fear. You can't tell someone, I hope I love you. Shout out to High Priestess. You can only tell someone, I love you. I know I love you, not I hope I love you. So hope is the other side of fear. So hope is bullshit. Hope doesn't work. Don't say I hope it goes round. Say it's going to go around the house. Change your spells. Stop casting spells with your language. In the beginning was the word, and the word created. So you are creating your reality. You are the creator, you are not the creation. Ni sawa sawa. So change how you speak to yourself. Hope doesn't work. There's nothing like hope. No, you don't demand it. You never get what you want or need in life. You only get what you deserve. So if you give it maji mzuri, unaipea mchanga mzuri, unaipea dhumu, it is going to grow. See demand. How can you demand a plant to grow? You don't demand anything. You don't hope anything. Give it maji. Speak nicely to your plants. It will grow. That's it. Sawa. Hautaipata ile kitu unatakanga kwa hii dunia. You never get what you want in this life or what you need. You only get what you deserve. Ni sawa. Ati sawa mwalimu. So ilikuwa nimesema we are here to vibe. So if I come on a live and I say we are here to vibe, let's just vibe. Okay, let's just vibe. And through the vibing, ndio tuna vibing now wait. Now that we are vibing, let's dive deeper into this. You know, not always coming here with subjects, referring to Tuesday. You know, your parent did this. You know, you did this. No. Sometimes that's also too much. We can't always be. We need grace. We also need to be happy. Sawa. Ciao ciao.